Welcome to Sarnova's 5-Minute With series. We're talking with our leadership team at Sarnova in rapid fire style interviews to get to know them during this series. Today, I'm happy to have Greg Brame, Director of Talent Acquisition with us. Greg, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I am doing great. Thanks for doing this with me today.
My pleasure. It's a little bit unfair that we're teammates, so it's going to be jaded.
Look how the tables have turned. Now I get to interview you.
Awesome.
It's good. All right, but we only have 5 minutes, so I'm going to start the timer, and we will rock and roll.
Okay.
All right, first up, when did you join Sarnova?
4 years ago, almost to the day. 4 years ago, I've been with the team. It's been awesome. Great journey.
Happy almost anniversary.
Thank you.
What business unit within our organization do you primarily support?
So our team is a little bit unique. We support every business unit within Sarnova. Recruiting is one of the only business units across the organization that really supports everybody. So from the warehouse to executive level placement to sales to you name it, we support it. So it's one of those unique positions.
Absolutely. Where is your favorite place to grab lunch when you're in Dublin at the office?
That's a good one. I usually try to bring my lunch, but when I do go out, I'm sort of partial to Chipotle.
So good. So good. What 3 words would you use to describe our team?
Our team, my team, our team members.
Your team, yep. Recruiting.
That's a good one. And you know what? I'm going to be really honest about this one. It's actually how I feel. I really feel that our team, and really in Sarnova in general, but specifically our team is exceptionally passionate about what we do. I think that we have a team of really motivated people. And then something that's a little bit softy is that I think that people on our team really care. And they care about the people that we recruit and then ultimately their professional success within the organization.
That's a great answer.
Thanks.
Turning the table on you again, what 3 words do you think we would use to describe you?
Perfect. No.
You nailed it.
I'm totally kidding. This one was a tough one. It's sort of tough to think about. I think it's how I would hope I'm perceived this way. But my first one is hopefully honest. I don't want anybody to ever not feel like they're getting 100% of the truth when it comes from me. So I hope I'm honest. I also really hope that I'm open, whether it's questioning things that of the direction that we're going or questioning ideas, just really open about trying to listen to people in multiple viewpoints. And then I also hope I'm encouraging. I never want anybody to feel like they're stifled. So I want them to feel encouraged to come to me or at least have an open dialogue regarding anything that we can talk about.
Yeah. Open to be grilled in rapid fire interview questions. I think
grilled,
you nailed it.
Absolutely. I'm open to that too.
You nailed it. Are you, I guess with all of us on more of lockdown, are you interested in any books or podcasts that you could share?
I actually read a lot of fiction, just
cool.
novels, but most of it's spy stuff. I think I've probably got like 4 or 5 books going now, and I just typically go through the New York Times bestseller list, and I'm sort of cheap, so I go to the New York Times bestseller list and then go to my local library and put the books that I want on hold until they get to me. So I don't really have an author, but just a genre is like spy stuff. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What was your first job ever?
It was one of my favorite jobs, believe it or not, and I was a janitor.
No way.
I was a janitor.
That's awesome.
I was a janitor at my high school. In between my 8th grade and 9th grade year, I was a janitor there, and it was sweet. It was a really good job.
That is awesome. What is the best advice you've ever gotten from a manager or a leader on your team?
I've gotten a lot of advice, and I think it's awesome when you have a leader that really wants to impart advice, but also listen. But the thing that is most resonated with me is that you want to listen first, right? You don't want to be thinking about the next thing that you say. You want to be listening, absorbing, and then really you almost can phrase it that you want to be the last one to speak. Not because you're getting the last word, but some of the managers that I've had really just encouraged to listen, absorb, and then reflect on what's being said, so that when you actually are able to present an idea, it's really more about the entire conversation than purely your viewpoint.
That's great advice.
Yeah, thanks.
Easy one. What's your Starbucks order?
I don't know if we've ever talked about this. I'm not a huge Starbucks fan. I'm not a the regular dark blend is a little bit too rich for me. So
Yeah.
I go with their lightest roast, just pure just coffee, and I think it's called blonde. I think they're
Blonde, just black coffee.
blonde. That's it. Yeah.
Noted.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
remember. That's
Yeah.
awesome. How do you stay fresh and motivated in such a fast-paced industry and environment?
Uh, Man, I've been in the recruiting field for over 20 years, and I don't find it really hard to stay motivated in this field, and it's probably because I really enjoy it,
Yeah,
right? You get to actually, in our job and your job and my job, we get to really get to know people. We
yeah,
get to impact their success, and you actually make a difference. So I don't get really bored or lack motivation in anything that we do in recruiting, largely because of the personal thing behind it.
yeah,
You're really affecting somebody's life by finding them a great job where they can thrive. And then you're not only affecting somebody personally and helping them grow, but then you're affecting a company that you work for, making sure that they attract the right people to make them as successful as they can be. So I really don't find it very challenging, not very hard to stay motivated.
No.
So pretty steady.
Greg, you are off the hook. Our 5 minutes is up. I couldn't interrupt your great answer.
That's it.
That's it. That was all I had to put you through.
Darn
Um,
it. They're sweet.
Great job. Yes,
Thanks.
thank you so much for taking time to do this with me today.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, yes. I know your coffee order moving forward. I'll be ready.
Awesome.